guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natalia and I'm actually really excited for today's video, which I say in every single video. No, but for real, I've been waiting so long for one, to be comfortable enough to make this video, two, to have the results to make this video, and yeah. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some tips if you're just beginning your curly hair transition, or if you're thinking about beginning your curly hair transition, or if you're already transitioned and you just like hearing about curly hair transition and being like, yeah, that happened to me too. I am officially about, wow, 9 months into my transition. That is a long time, a long time. And I probably should have counted that before we started the video, but we'll leave it at that. I am officially 9 months into my transition. Actually, today, wow, I didn't even realize. Today is March 24th, and I started my transition on June 24th. That's crazy. That wasn't even on purpose, I swear. So it has been quite a long road so far, and I can't believe that I'm coming up on a year. And I think that because I'm this far into it, I have kind of stepped out of the beginner phase just because I am already pretty much like in tune with what works for my hair for the most part. I've learned a lot, and it has been quite a disciplinary time period for me, because for me to not straighten my hair for 9 months is kind of a big deal. Like, I'm Puerto Rican, and anyone who's like Puerto Rican, Dominican, I think you can relate to how much we straighten our hair. Like, getting a Dominican blowout is a thing, and I would do it all the time, any occasion, even just on a regular weekly basis when I didn't want to deal with my hair, because I didn't know how. I didn't know how to take care of all of this to where it looks this good. Like before, when my hair was having so much heat damage and just super dry and all of that, my curls would look terrible. I was putting all the wrong things in my hair. And if you can relate to any of that, then this is the video for you, because I am gonna school you today. Now, as I said, I'm only 9 months into my transition, and I've gotten 2 haircuts so far. One post my major transition, and then last year when I was beginning my transition, I didn't actually begin it properly, but I did chop off a lot of damaged hair, so I count that as well. I am due for another haircut soon because my hair is kind of falling out of shape. Like, it's just being really long right now, and I like when it's like super short and bouncy and curly. I'm just obsessed with that look. So the first transition tip that I have for you guys is to get a chop. And that's not necessarily saying a big chop, because I personally did not chop off all my hair and let it grow back. I was growing it out little by little, and then you get a chop every 4 to 6 months or whatever. Now me, I have been lucky that my hair has gotten as healthy as quickly as it has by doing small chops. Some people who relax their hair, who perm their hair, who just have done a lot of damage to their hair, bleach and all that stuff, then you may require a big chop to where you're cutting off most of your hair. But honestly, as sad as that may be, if you love long hair like I do, it will be so worth it for you to get back to your healthy virgin state. And for me, like, even chopping my hair a little bit was a lot for me, because before I started my transition, my hair was almost down to my butt. So it was very long, and I had so much pride like in my hair. I loved it so much. But now, like, the fact that I've cut it, and my hair's pretty short, like it's, you know, up to like right there. This side looks a little longer because my hair is flipped this way, but like my hair is pretty short now for my standards, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because look at how much healthier it is. And you can even see, like, I made a video when I was starting my curly hair transition, and you can even see a big difference there. I'll see if I can find like a little snippet, and I'll put it like right here for you guys to notice the difference, because it's big. So the next tip along with that big chop is to completely stop the heat. I didn't start using heat again on my hair for quite a while. I probably waited like a good 3 or 4 months before I started diffusing my hair and using somewhat of a warm heat because you want to diffuse your hair if you want like that big volume, because just for me personally, air drying my hair will just leave my hair super flat, and that's not the look that I prefer. I prefer that volume. So using a diffuser on mild heat will help. But again, you want to keep it mild, and I did stop it for a significant period of time before I started using heat again, just because I wanted to start growing out a lot of that heat damage, and you can only do that by not using heat. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, along with stopping the heat that you're putting in your hair, you wanna start to pay attention to the products that you're putting in your hair. Now, you wanna make sure that your products are free of the famous 3: sulfate, silicone, and parabens. Now, your shampoo, conditioner, whatever you're putting in your hair should say right on the bottle whether it's free of those ingredients. And if it does not, you want to make sure that you take a look behind and look at the ingredients, because anything that ends in like ATE is most likely a sulfate. Anything that ends in an ONE is most likely a silicone. And so things like that, you want to familiarize yourself with what those ingredients are and make sure that your products do not have them. This is the Diva Curl No Poo Original Zero Lather Cleanser. Now, it's zero lather because it doesn't have sulfate. Sulfate is what creates that lather in most shampoos, and it strips our hair of its natural oils. So while sulfate can be good for like cleaning, cleansing your hair if you have a lot of buildup or whatever, you may need a sulfate shampoo maybe once in a blue. I personally haven't used it. I've been fine with just this, but the reason why curly shampoos don't have lather like a regular Garnier shampoo is because it's sulfate free. So this is what I mean by the bottle having it right there. It says 100% sulfate, paraben, and silicone free. Silicones are what pretty much like build a layer like over your hair, and they say that it acts like a filler and creates like more of a silky slip, but it's just the silicone, is not your actual hair. And having too much silicone in your hair can be what creates that buildup, and just, you know, it's just not good. So don't bother. Parabens are what they put in products when they want to make it last longer. And while like a shampoo or conditioner that has parabens in it may last you a long time, for curly hair in particular, it can make our hair dry, it can make our hair frizzy, and that is exactly what we want to stay away from. We want nice, shiny, healthy looking hair, and dry and frizzy is just stay away. Next tip that I have is to start looking for products that are meant for different types of damage, whether it's heat damage, whether it's color damage, whatever it is. They're products that cater towards different things. Now, for me personally, I haven't colored my hair in I don't know how long, so that's not the type of damage my hair was suffering from. It was mainly heat, using the blow dryer, using the flat iron, using the curling iron, and all of that. So I wanted to look for products that have protein in it, that were meant to restore my hair back to its natural state. And one of my favorite products to do that is the Olaplex Hair Perfector, and this is meant to repair and strengthen all types of hair. I haven't used this in a while, but I used it in the beginning, and it's quite pricey for this little bit. I think this is like $28 or something like that. It's so tiny, and I've used it like 2 or 3 times a little bit. I actually have a video on how I use this, and I used this in the beginning because that's when I was really trying to obviously get my hair as healthy as possible. So this did a really good job at that. But then my favorite 2 products that I've already gone through and repurchased because they are just that amazing are these 2 right here. These work wonders together. This is the Diva Curl Deep Sea Repair Mask, and it's a seaweed strengthening mask, and it says the reviving formula made with restorative seaweed, a strengthening blend of rice, soy, and wheat proteins, and moisturizing sea lavender transforms damaged hair. The creamy formula leaves all curl types looking healthy, bouncy, and incredibly defined. Now this, oh my gosh, seriously, like these two are deep conditioners, and that's gonna be like my next tip, is the importance of deep conditioners is vital, like vital. This one here is the Diva Curl Melt into Moisture Mask. I have like hair dangling from it, but this smells amazing. It is amazing. This is already my second one, and it leaves your hair so incredibly soft and easy to detangle. First, I'll use a little bit of this along with my regular conditioner, which I left in the shower. That one that I've been using is the Not Your Mother's curly hair conditioner, the one for curly hair with sulfate, no silicones, you name it. I've been using that with a little bit of this and using that to detangle my hair. And once my hair is fully detangled, then I'll take this and put it in my hair and leave it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is like the magic number for me. That is what has helped my hair get as healthy as it is now, and it's only getting healthier. Like I do this religiously once a week, and you can't go wrong by using deep conditioners. Normal conditioners alone will not do it for you. You need some sort of a deep conditioner. Now, Diva Curl is on the pricier side, and these run like $30 something each, I want to say. So they are pricey, but this is another good one that I do like, and it's only a 1 minute mask. I leave it for like 4 or 5 minutes or so, just because I feel like 1 minute isn't enough time. But this is the Garnier Fructis Nourishing Treat 1 Minute Hair Mask plus coconut extract. There are different ones. There's like an avocado one, and I think there are others, but this one also says that it has no silicones, no parabens, no artificial colorants, and this is a great deep conditioning hair mask. It smells amazing, just like you're on the beach. But this one is another good option if you're looking for a drugstore one to help restore and fix your damaged hair. Now, another tip that I have is to start paying attention to what weighs down your hair. If your hair has a little bit like looser curls, I would consider my hair like, I guess like 3A-ish type of hair. I'm not so good with like the curl types, so don't quote me on that. But if you have like super tight curls, then thicker formula products may work better for you, versus if you have looser curls, then you don't want something that's too heavy. And so the reason I say that is because as much as I love coconut, like I just mentioned with that last product, coconut can be something that weighs down your hair. Now, because I love coconut so much, I refuse to stop using products that smell like coconut or have coconut in them just because I love it. But one tip that I have is just adding a little bit of water to help dilute it. And for me, it has helped tremendously in not weighing down my hair too much. But a way to help you really pay attention to this is to start taking pictures. Of course, you want physical proof of all the hard work that you're putting into transitioning your hair. And so you want to take some pictures and really get an idea, maybe week over week, of how your hair is starting to become healthier. Next tip is just to start using different products. Like if you can afford trying different ones, then go ahead and do it, because what works for me may not necessarily work for you. You really have to pay attention to your individual hair and analyze what's going on and what needs to be done in order to get it back to its healthy state. Now, my last tip is probably the biggest one, and it is to not give up. Honestly, there have been so many times that I've just wanted to go and straighten my hair because I miss it, just because it's easier to deal with. And there have been people, even in my family and friends, that are just like, oh, don't worry about it, just go back to straightening your hair, whatever. But no, like this is a true, just a true test for yourself to see how well you can take care of your hair. Like I haven't seen my hair this good ever. I am someone who straightened my hair from a little girl, and so if you want the experience of beautiful curls and bringing your hair back to as nice and as natural as it can be, then go ahead and do it. We're all here rooting for you, the curly hair community, and I love it. To be honest, it's the best decision I've ever made. I can't I can't envision myself straightening my hair for a long time just because it looks so good the way that it is now. And so that's just that. That's it, guys, for my curly hair tips, beginner tips. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Let me know what tips you want to share, things that have worked for you, what products worked for you. Make sure that you leave them down below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.